Hey guys, Drayden here. Today we're talking about League of Legends. I know you guys have seen some of the videos that I've posted on League of Legends on here, but this time it's not about gameplay. These are 9 tips to make you not suck at League. Alright, rule number 1. Never give up, never surrender. Now the exception to this is when you've got one player clearly running into the enemy team just to feed, you've got another player AFK'd at base, and a third player building all AP on their AD carry. Now if that describes your game, fine. But if not, don't surrender. There's a 50% chance that even though the other team may have gotten an early game advantage, they get ballsy and start making bad calls and bad plays and diving you when they really shouldn't. That alone can turn a game from a clear loss to a victory right there. So don't surrender. There's always a chance you can come back. Number 2. Encourage your friends, ignore your enemies. Now I do mean this figuratively and literally. If your jungler comes in and gives you a really good gank, tell him so. If you're down bottom lane and the support sets you up with a really good kill and saves you with a clutch heal, tell them how awesome they are. That's going to provide encouragement. That's going to make them feel better about the way they play and make them play better. Now, on the flip side to that, you've got somebody on your team or on the other team that is just constantly raging and saying nothing but negative stuff. Ignore them. It doesn't matter if you don't want to ignore part of your team or not. All they're saying is negative things. There's nothing they can say that's going to help you win. It's only going to help you lose. So just ignore the person. Block them. Put them on ignore so you don't have to listen to it anymore. The more negative stuff that you hear during the game, the worse you're going to play because you're going to be mad and you're going to be thinking of ways that no, you're not this person. Make the game that much better and click the ignore button. Number 3, pay attention to objectives. If you find yourself on the right side of a team fight, go for an objective. Either find the closest tower and take that down. Go grab blue or red buff. Get a couple guys together and go get dragon. Or even if it's a good team fight, go get baron before the enemy team has a chance to retaliate. Now on the other side of that, you're playing mid and you take down mid tower, watch and see if the other guy comes in. If he comes in and pushes up too far, use that opportunity to bring some guys in and get a gank. Remember, assists may not be kills, but you still get money, you still get credit. It's always better to be in the team fight helping people out than not getting any credit at all. So pay attention to your objectives and use them wisely. Number 4, stick to what you know. Now, this isn't saying that you shouldn't try new roles or play the new champs. This is just saying that when you queue up for ranked, tell them what you can play. Don't just stick to one role, but tell them 1 or 2 roles that you're really good at and stick with those roles. This goes for champs too. Don't pick a champ just because you think it counters the person you're supposed to be going against. If you're no good with them, all you're going to be doing is reading tooltips and dying. Pick someone you're good with, whether they counter the person or not, and play smart. If you play smart and play well, you will win your lane. It doesn't matter if you're countered or not. Pick a role that you know, pick a champion that you know, and play smart. It's easy as that. Alright, number 5, don't chase. I'm sure you get told this all the time, but nobody ever pays attention to it or thinks about why they shouldn't chase. There is almost never a good reason to chase an enemy into their own jungle. You'll spend 2 or 3 minutes chasing down an enemy Caitlyn toward their base, only to get a net in the face and she gets away, and you've lost all that time where you could have been farming, taking a turret down, getting a jungle buff. There are so many better uses of your time than to chase somebody through the jungle for 50 gold. Why do that when you could easily get double that back in lane farming or taking a tower or getting dragon? That's gold for everybody. That's not just a kill for you. So don't chase. It's not ever worth it. Number 6, creep kills can be better than champion kills. And I know this seems strange, but stick with me. You're top lane and you're going against a Darius. You're pinging him down and it's okay, you're trading blows a little bit, but you've got him a little bit further down than you are. He goes back underneath his turret and starts to go back. Now you're at about half health, and so you feel like you could probably tower dive and kill him. Don't. Let him go. Stay and farm. Because what's going to end up happening is you dive under the tower starts hitting you, and you take a Noxian guillotine to the throat. You die, he gets a kill, and he gets to go back and buy stuff with the money he just looted off your dead corpse. Don't do it. Just let him go, use the opportunity to get some free farm, grab a jungle buff, or ping at his tower. Take his tower down. Make him regret having to go back. It's so much better than you diving in, dying, and then he gets money, you get nothing, and he's going to be back in the lane before you are. So now he gets free farm from the mistake you made. Let him go and farm creeps. Alright, number 7. Wards win games. Now this one is easy. For less than 100 gold, you get free map hacks. Why wouldn't you do that? Not only are they providing vision to where you can see right before you get kicked in the dick by Lee Sin, but they also let you see enemy champions that may be out of position. You can go grab yourself a free easy kill because you can see them and they can't see you. Why not? Super cheap ways of getting vision where you wouldn't otherwise get vision. Now that you can only carry 3 wards at a time, it is essential that everybody on your team wards. Just having the support and the jungler drop a couple wards is not enough vision. If your other team has 7 wards and you only have 6 wards, they have the advantage. It doesn't matter how many kills or assists or dragons that they've gotten before, they have the advantage because they can see what you can't see. It's easy as that. Spend a little bit of extra money, drop a couple wards, and you'll probably end up making that money back. Just ward. Alright, number 8. Don't be that guy. If you're queuing up for a ranked match and you're at the very bottom, nobody wants to hear you demanding a lane. Now, go ahead and tell people your best lane and maybe a second best lane so they can try to work with you, because most of the time, if you're polite about it, people will work with you. But don't jump in demanding something if you're at the bottom. You're at the bottom for a reason, whether you like it or not. So work with your team. If you end up getting stuck in a position that you're not comfortable with, let them know. But you're probably going to have to do it anyway. So learn to play that position. Let them know you're not comfortable with it, and let them know you'll probably need some help. And most of the time, your team will help you because you're not being a douche. So don't go in saying, I'm going to jungle or troll, or I'm going to AD carry or troll. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes you. You're not making any friends, and you'll probably get reported whether you do well or not. Be polite. Coordinate with your team. Easy as that. Finally, number 9. Teamwork makes the dream work. I know you guys have heard that all the time, but it's very true. This is not a single-player game. If you're playing Nasus and solo farming your Q all game, sure, you may be able to one-shot their carry, but if their carry is getting fed at the bottom because they really need help and you're not there helping, it's not going to do you any good. It's a team game. If someone is losing their lane, don't just call them a feeder. Don't just type in, /all GG. That's not helping anything. Remember, you're calling that player out. You're saying that you're going to lose because of that player. It's not just because of them. It's also because of you. Go help that person. If you help that person come back, they may be better than you think they are. And remember, it's not one person that loses. It's the team that loses. So you can be mad at a single person all you want to, and it's not going to make your elo go any higher. So think about that before you solo farm up top all day. So those are my 9 tips to help you not suck at League. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you've got any that I missed that you think should be added, go ahead and let me know down there. If you agree with anything on this list, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And for more videos, go ahead and click that pretty little subscribe button. Until next time, later guys.